This is going to be an updated video. Through my previous video, there's a lot of confusion. People just don't understand it. I partly blame myself, and then I partially blame people because, well, some people just don't understand it. Some people are just wondering what Adsense is when I clearly explain it in the video. Some people think that Adsense is YouTube. So I'm just going to clear that up because a lot of people don't understand it. So let me just first start by explaining that if you have an AdSense account, you don't have a YouTube revenue sharing account. Those two are not connected directly. You can have an AdSense account and run a website and also have a YouTube account, but not have a YouTube revenue sharing account because they're two different things. YouTube revenue sharing account is specifically the AdSense version of YouTube. You need AdSense to have a revenue sharing program account, but they're not directly related. AdSense is also for websites. If you have an AdSense account, which technically speaking does not really require you to really try out or anything, you just click sign up and usually you'll get accepted if you listed that you're old enough. If you said you're over 18 in your registration for your account, you will be able to, technically speaking, have an AdSense account. It doesn't mean that you have a YouTube revenue sharing account, and it certainly doesn't mean that you will be able to make money off of YouTube videos. It just simply means that you will now be able to have ads on your website or blog. Now, that just means that if you have a blog or a website, for example, my blog, which is dinazortech.blogspot.com, my blog, I can simply put ads in there, and that is thanks to my Google AdSense account. But my AdSense account does not really relate to my YouTube revenue sharing account. My YouTube revenue sharing account was created because YouTube asked me if I wanted to monetize one of my videos. And monetization, just in case anyone's wondering, is spelled with a Z, not an S, because a lot of people don't know how to spell it at all. And second of all, monetization is for a video and not a website, specifically in this case. So for YouTube, if I have an AdSense account, it doesn't mean I'm going to monetize my videos. It doesn't mean I can. It just means that I might be able to if I'm a revenue sharing program beneficiary. That's basically all it means. So just to clear that up. So what I just want to talk about, because I've covered basically everything about YouTube, I'll just quickly go over what you might need to become a beneficiary of that revenue sharing program, because some people have more than 1,000 views but don't understand why they weren't accepted or why YouTube didn't ask them. I honestly don't think there's a way to try out or to like apply to be in the YouTube revenue sharing program. I don't think there's a way to apply. But the only definite way is if you are a partner, and if you're a partner, that means that you obviously can profit off your videos. If you become a partner, which is not the easiest thing to do, by the way, if you become a partner, you will obviously be able to profit off your videos, but not being a partner and just being an everyday person with videos, not the easiest thing to do either. YouTube has to ask you, and I'm not aware of any other method to become to be in that program. So you definitely need to take some certain steps towards that. When I was asked to do it, the rules may have changed, because when I was asked to do it, it was simply because one of my videos had like over 1,000 views overnight. Not too big of a deal. I mean, it wasn't some kind of like my video went super viral. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I think the rules have changed because there are some people, either the rules have changed or they just don't follow the rules or something happened, because there are some people that told me that they have thousands and thousands of views on their videos, and they got those thousands and thousands of views overnight, and they're telling me that they didn't get asked to do it. Now, one of two things could be causing that. The first thing is that they could either have some kind of copyrighted content issue, that YouTube didn't want to ask them to do it, because if they had an issue with that, they didn't really want to make the person any money from stealing someone else's content or using it in the video. So that could have been one of the issues from that. Second thing that could have been happening is that the person most likely either lied to me. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. And let me just get to the third thing. Sorry if I didn't mention the third thing. Third thing is that they might not upload frequently. Uploading frequently is a very, very, very major thing for YouTube. You can't upload once a month, or you can't upload like every couple of weeks, one video in like 3 weeks. You can't do that and expect them to make you any money off of it. There are rare occasions where that does happen, don't get me wrong, but usually they won't just accept you into the revenue sharing program if you upload once a month. Usually don't have that popular videos, and really you need either a fairly large audience, or B, videos that are uploaded frequently in relatively good quality, and you upload them relatively frequently. So you have to upload them maybe once per week, once every 9 days, 10 days. Don't upload it once a month. I mean, that's a definite no-brainer. Don't do that at all. That is not going to work for you, and I honestly strongly um, don't agree with anyone that thinks that they can do that and still be accepted or be a partner, something like that. And if you are a partner, partners usually can do whatever they want. I mean, once you become a partner, there's nothing else that's stopping you on YouTube unless you violate some terms. So if you're a partner, really nothing that's stopping you besides breaking the rules, and then you get kicked out of the partner program, and possibly your YouTube channel gets closed, kind of like iTouch iPods did. If you look on his channel, I might have a link in the description. I don't know. It's fairly easy. I mean, almost everyone knows him that's into tech. iTouch iPods. He was kicked out of YouTube because for some reason, they thought that he did use a copyrighted video. Then he fought them and got back, but now he's no longer a partner. So definitely don't violate any rules. And those rules include: don't use any copyrighted content unless you mention that the person gave you permission. And yes, they can check. They can, if it's a major corporation, they could very well ask them if you were given permission. And if you weren't given permission, I'm not saying they will do this, but they have all the power they want to do that. I mean, they're YouTube. I mean, they can do anything. So, when it comes to YouTube, they can do anything because they own it. And if you do something that involves copyrighted content, just take it off or private it. Don't even try to get anywhere if you're having copyrighted content on your channel. And gaming is not copyrighted content because you're changing the environment of the game. You're changing how the game works. If it's a story or a video from the game, that's different. But if you're doing team deathmatch in Call of Duty Black Ops, you can do that. You can post that on YouTube because it's interactive, and there is no set rules or there is no set guidelines as to how it's going to go. Everything just happens in a split second. No one knows what is going to happen, and that's the whole thing behind gaming. Gaming is different, and if you really want to know more, ask me a question. I'll definitely answer it. So that's all I have to say about it. So 3 things you got to do, maybe 4. Upload frequently. Videos have to be in relatively good quality. They don't have to be in HD. You want to have an okay mic. I mean, you can't have a mic like my first video. If anyone saw that, my first video about the Surge case, you could hardly hear what I was saying, which is kind of embarrassing, but you really can't hear anything if the mic is not working well. So you'll hear like, and that's not what you want to hear. So definitely invest in a microphone, or try to find some other source that is either with a microphone that has a better microphone, or there's always the option of, if you're recording Black Ops or any Call of Duty game, or any game that has interactive gameplay that's not a story mode or something like that, anything that happens like that doesn't have to have any commentary, and it doesn't have to have a microphone. You could just be an all gaming channel, but you have to either have good, relatively good video quality and something like that. Upload frequently, and definitely do not use copyrighted content if you want to have a shot. I didn't use any copyrighted content, and they asked me, so that's definitely something you should look into. Next thing I want to talk about is Adsense. So for Adsense, people have been wondering how to do this for websites. Someone asked me, I think OTA Gamers, he asked me how to do this, and what I will explain is simply go to Adsense if you have one. Adsense, log in, and instead of going home, go to My Ads, and click New Ad Unit, and you want to name it something. So I'll do YouTube AdSense Test. So there are many different styles of ads you can choose. Some of those include the recommended ones, which is medium rectangle, large rectangle, leaderboard, and wide skyscraper. They give you all the sizes of what they will be. You can also look at the examples of ad types and sizes, and that way you will be able to completely see what you're going to be getting if you select that specific ad type. And the ad size and type is all user generated, so you can put all your input into that. You can switch it around, do anything you want with it. It's completely controlled by you. So what you want to do is, with the ad type, I strongly recommend that you always use text and image rich media ads. Those are the best, most likely the most profitable. The worst, in my opinion, is text ads only. I mean, literally, they're horrible. I have not seen anyone that's profited greatly off of these text ads. Text ads are like those where you see like green text. I'm not hating on YouTube or hating on Google for having those ads, or the company that has those text ads. I'm just saying they usually don't work. In my opinion, they're very boring. They don't really offer anything that anyone would like to click on. If it has text and images with rich media ads, it's showing something. For example, if you have an ad and it's about a computer and you're a computer guy, you have a blog or a website all about technology. If you have an ad for, say, an HP Pavilion, people are going to click on that if they see the actual laptop, and the laptop looks pretty nice. So in the ad, if the laptop is seen, people will want to click on the ad because you will be able to see it, and they will spark some interest, and that in turn will make you money. So let's simply just get on with this. So definitely click on that. Leaderboard is my favorite. Leaderboard and wide skyscraper are my favorite types of ad sizes. You can do whatever you want. Those are just the recommended types, and I recommend them too. Custom channels, don't even mess with that. Not really important. The next thing is ad style, and that's for AdWords ads only, but you can still do some things with that. And if you want AdWords, you want to know about AdWords, just search it on Google. And this will really customize how it looks, the colors and everything like that. Google default is by far my favorite. It works the best. Don't even change that. High contrast black and high contrast white, I honestly don't recommend them. In my opinion, they don't look good, but that's all up to you. You can honestly do whatever you want. Experiment with it. For a week, try out one type of ad, then try out the other type of ad. See if you get a noticeable difference in how much money you make. It all comes down to your user preferences and what really works for you. It can range differently from every single person. It really doesn't really get affected by what kind of ad you use. It just depends on what your website looks like. Everything really determines what people are going to click on it. No two ads, even if they're the same ads on the same website, unless it's a very similar looking website, those ads are probably going to get different looks. On different websites, the ads could be looked at differently. So definitely experiment with this so that you know what will serve you best and make you the most money. So the last thing you need to do is save and get the code. So when you click save and get the code, it will give you the code. Wait, no, I have this. That's a duplicate name. Sorry, I'll just call this YouTube. So I will just click on that again, and it'll give me the code. This is an HTML format. HTML format is usually the format that most websites and blogs allow you to paste into their into your widgets, into your extra gadgets. For example, on a blog, my blog is dinazortech.blogspot.com. And by the way, just another thing, comment down below or send me a message if you want me to do a tutorial on how to set up a blog or a website and do all this. So what I'm just going to do is, if you see right here, I added a gadget called HTML JavaScript. I'm just going to edit that, and I'm going to replace it with this script that I have right here, which is HTML. So I just replaced it. If you can see, this is the new, this is the new, this is the old, and this is the new. So all you have to do is basically just put that in there. It's not as simple as just taking a picture, which some people actually thought would work. I'm not hating on them for anything like that, but some people actually thought that putting a picture inside of a website, which isn't even possible unless you own the website or just People thought you could just drag the picture on the website, whatever. It doesn't work. The way you do it is with HTML. That is the way you do it. That's the way it has to work, and I honestly recommend that you do that. So the next thing that you always have to do is just click save. Don't stop it or click anything else. So definitely click save. So now when I go over here to my blog, this is the preview, by the way. My ad is going to appear right here. Where is it? Okay, right here, this is my ad. As you can see, there are pictures here. There are pictures, and the pictures really help. When there are pictures, people want to click on the ad. If there's a picture, people will most likely click on it because if it's a picture, people will want to click on it because they see what it looks like. For example, the Samsung Droid Charge, that's the multimedia desk stand. That is going to spark some interest because that will definitely show people what the product is and definitely encourage them to either click on it, which also makes you money, or either buy it. Either way, you're still making money. And the way it works for Adsense, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but when you click on an ad, there's a difference. When a person clicks on your ad, there's a difference between them viewing your video. For example, if you view a video, for me, let me just check right here on my different computer. I've had like 500 views today, and I've had like 5 ad clicks, and I've made like $2, and that is basically gotten me $2. The views are greatly outmatched by the ads. The ads are superior. One ad click can give you as much as as low as 50 cents to as much as like $3. I once had an ad click that gave me $3, and I had several ad clicks that gave me $3. So those are very good days for me when I got tons of money from the ads. And tons of money for me may not be tons of money for you, but I don't really work, so it's fine for me. And if you have like 500 views on your video, that's not even going to give you that much money. But if you have ad clicks, you will make money. One view is not even a cent. One ad click can be 50 cents to $3, or maybe lower than 50 cents, maybe higher than $3. But either way, you definitely want to make the ads more appealing. So definitely go check it out and make sure you add the ads to your website and make sure you're monetized. So the next thing I just wanted to explain is I will most likely be doing a video about a generator that I'm going to have installed downstairs. Go ahead and check that out when I have it uploaded. Actually, comment down below if you actually want me to upload it. I'm going to get a generator because the power's been going out after Hurricane Irene. So that wasn't very good when the power went out. So what I'll just be doing is we have a generator being installed. So definitely you want to comment down below if you want me to do a video about that. I'll probably explain how to get it installed, who to call, what kind of generator it is, something like that. I'll explain all the specs behind it and what it can really do for you. Next, as you can see, I'm using ScreenFlow and not using my camera because my camera is not really the best for recording the screen, and people have told me and commented below in my other videos, like the Adsense video, that they really don't like it when I'm using solely my camera. So they commented and told me they didn't want it. So I'm going to be using ScreenFlow from mostly now on. I'll figure out some effects and stuff like that so I can show you, and I'll show you how to get ScreenFlow for free because it usually costs money. I'll show you how to do that all later. Comment down below whatever you want me to do. I'll probably answer it. And right here, I'll have a link for the video of the actual first AdSense video. That will most likely answer some questions that I didn't answer in this video. You can send me a video. You can send me a video message if you want. Message, comment down below, anything basically. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll have more videos soon. Definitely want to go check all that stuff out. So peace.